We've come out for a New Year's Day walk. It's very cold, but the sun is out. Hello everyone, and thanks for joining me. A happy and healthy new year to you all. I suppose, also say prosperous, but I don't think many of us are feeling like that at the moment. I'd like to thank you all for your good wishes to Sally and I for Christmas and for the new year. It does mean a great deal to both of us, and I'd like to thank any new viewers, subscribers that are watching. Thanks for joining the group, as it were. It's great to have you along. I'm Alan. I own a 45-foot narrowboat, have an interest in industrial heritage, transport and technology, and invite you to join me as I cruise, repair and maintain my boat and visit events and places of historic interest. I spent about 2 weeks with Sally over the Christmas and New Year period, and all I can say weather-wise is that it was miserable. Cold, wet, damp, raining, the sun hardly shone, so we didn't get out and about much, but I'll come to that a little bit later on. As you know, I'm merging my two YouTube channels, Interest in Heritage and my narrowboat venture, into one channel. The heritage side hasn't really worked, so I'm intending to add in more heritage videos to the narrowboating side, and that's gone down with many of you, I'm pleased to say, so thank you for that. There are a few I know who are not so keen on the heritage side, but some of the videos I put up of that nature will be very short. I have now done some amendments to the channel name. The new YouTube channel is called My Narrowboat and Heritage Ventures, and I've also changed Facebook and Instagram. Instagram, because of the short length required for the name, doesn't have the S on venture, but apart from that it's all pretty much done. As part of changing the channel, I've also wanted to have a new image in the background. Now that background image is rather odd. I'm going to try and explain what it's all about, because when you look at YouTube or Facebook, that image appears differently whether you're looking at your TV, your laptop, your mobile device, whatever you're looking at, it will appear differently. Now there is a template, let's get it up the right way round, which explains to me or to any YouTube creator how your image is going to be used. Here we've got the outline of the whole image, which is quite large, but not all parts of that image get used in the same way. It's very difficult to explain. This center part, which I've outlined, you see on YouTube mobile, and you'll also see that in every other image as part of a larger image. Sometimes the banner goes right across like this. Sometimes it's the top 2/3 of the image. It is rather confusing. So if you're looking at your mobile phone, the YouTube image will just be the central part. If you're looking at it on a laptop or a desktop, the YouTube image will be the center part from one end of the picture to the other. If you look at it on Facebook, you'll see the whole image. I've tried to create an image that represents both boating and heritage, and to do that I've got a background of the marina, and I've superimposed over the top of it some heritage items. But we finish up with a picture that has some heritage items bang in the middle of it, which looks very odd, but it will only look odd like that on Facebook. Depending on what medium you're using, the TV, the tablet, the laptop, your mobile phone, my image will look different. This is how it will look on a TV. I don't think I've explained that very well, but I hope the pictures I've put up does help you understand the situation. On Facebook, depending on how you're looking at it, you'll either see a slim image which makes sense, or you can click on it and get the full image, which perhaps does look rather odd. On a mobile phone, the small image of me masks the image and makes it look far better. I'm confused, and I expect you are. What I would like to say to you is that I do try and reply to all your comments. Comments come in many different ways. They don't come via the television, fortunately, but they do come on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube. With the YouTube comments, I do get some email notifications that people commented, but on the whole I have to hunt around for comments. I find Instagram doesn't update very well, so when I look at Instagram it could be 2 hours later and it looks as though no one has liked or commented, but that's very often not the case. I have to be patient with that one. There's no way of sort of doing a reboot I've found on Instagram. You can't drag the screen down and make it happen. With Facebook it's a lot easier, but now there is this app that I've got on my phone called Meta. Meta is the group name for Facebook, Instagram. I get notifications there. I get notifications come automatically on my mobile phone. I find it all rather confusing. I'm not really into social media in the way that some of you are, but I do try and comment and reply to everyone. If I don't do that, I would just put a like or a heart on your comment. So if I did miss anyone over the New Year period, I am very sorry. Sally and I didn't get out much over this holiday period. As I said earlier, the weather was absolutely awful. We did go out on New Year's Day though, and I did some on the hoof filming. I wasn't even sure that I was going to do any filming, but I did do some filming. We went to Skipton and did a short walk along the Leeds and Liverpool Canal, and short it was. We did retreat rather quickly to the nearest pub, and I hope you enjoy what you're about to see. This is where we are on the south side of Skipton. We're walking alongside the A629 dual carriageway, which locally runs between Skipton and Keighley. We've come out for a New Year's Day walk. It's very cold, but the sun is out, making it a little bit pleasant anyway. Looking through the trees, we can see flooding in the Aire Valley. We're just walking back again now. I think we might be walking up the other side of the canal.
To the pub.
What was that, Sally? To the where? To the pub. Gonna go to the pub, are we? Looks like we're gonna go to the pub. That's what Sally said anyway. They speak funny up here in Yorkshire, you know. Pardon, Sally, what'd you say? Sally, what did you say, Sally? Back underneath Snagill Stone Bridge. This is the pub here. Not quite sure where we're going in though.
I go in and try to see those boats that are just there.
Oh, we're going to the pub now, shall we?
Okay. Want to sit outside? It's a strips on the step, things like that.
Yeah, sure. Nice to sit down. Oh, hello. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you. What would you like to drink?
I'll have a pint of Coors or whatever.
Pint Peroni. Half a Guinness.
Thank you, sweetheart.
Oh dear, the dog's got tangled.
Reggie's tied himself in knots. Cheers.
Cheers. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Nice. A pint of Peroni. Thank you. Well, that was very enjoyable. Thank you very much.
Enjoyed it.
short legs don't help. It was nice to have a quick pint after that short walk. Sun's gone in, but it didn't seem so cold now, funny enough.
Oh, he looks so cute, squashed in there. Oh, bless.
Couldn't have timed it better.
Not everybody would agree with you.
I like to see a train come across the crossing. Don't you like to see a train come across the crossing?
I do, yeah.
You do? Yeah, that's excellent.
Well, it's because we're never in a rush, are we?
There's no train in sight yet.
They always do it early. I think they do it on the length, you know.
Do we know which way the train is coming from? Now we know. And here's another. Passing the railway in. And now passing the local shop. We're driving alongside the railway. You can see how wet it's been. I want to talk a little bit more about the channel now. As I've said, I'm merging the two together. I'm not really sure what to do with Interest in Heritage. It's up on YouTube. Most of the videos haven't been very successful. The only one that was really successful was about the Trevithick Loco, which has now had 32,000 views. The others are still in the hundreds, with a couple having 1,000 views. I've just published the bus video. I published that a couple of weeks ago on Interest in Heritage, and in the space of 2 weeks I had about 260 views. I had that number of views within 2 hours of publishing it, and now the views are about 1,600, I think. So it does show that my attempt at having a different YouTube channel to specialise in heritage stuff hasn't worked. What was interesting with the bus video was how many of you have been connected with the bus industry. I was quite surprised at that, and it was good for you to recount your tales of that to me, so thank you very much. Whilst we're in the quieter winter months, I do hope to get out on the boat, but there's not going to be so much of that, and I do want to keep you entertained. So I am looking back at some videos that were published years ago to see if I can republish them. There are a couple I've got in mind in particular which are Canal based, and I think will be of interest to many of you because they were published over 4 years ago, and I doubt that many people have gone back through my videos. I know 1 or 2 of you have dedicated and do look back, but anyone that's joined in the last 4 years may not have seen them. So I'm going to republish those, and they are Canal based, so look out for those. I'm also working on various other videos at the moment, all sorts of things, mainly heritage based. There is the one I mentioned in London. I think that will be a real treat. A few days into the new year, we went out again. I wasn't certain that I was going to do any filming, but again I did. This is just the short sequence of clips put together. I do hope you enjoy watching these. I'm sat in the car waiting for Sally to come back. She's just popped into the vet's to get some more eye drops for Reggie. This is something she has to give him every day. He's only got the one eye, as you know, so it's quite important. And it's not cheap, I can tell you that much. And here she is, back. Did you get everything you wanted?
Yep, £99 and 11 pence.
Crikey, I was just saying it's not cheap. And now you have the proof.
2 sets of eye gel.
2 sets of eye gel?
Yeah,
Crikey.
night and day for one eye.
Yeah.
Not
and
even 2 eyes.
How long does that last?
Well, I try to eke it out to 2 months.
2 months, yeah. It's still £50 a month, however you look at it though, isn't it?
On top of everything else.
Yeah.
Well, he's worth every penny.
He's worth every penny.
And if I didn't spend it on the dog, I'd spend it on the man. And that would be a waste of money.
Gonna spend it on the man, eh? I like that idea.
Take you out for a meal for that money, maybe.
Looks like I'm on a promise for a meal. I think it should be the other way around, actually.
We could go Dutch, you know.
We could do, yeah. We don't tend to do that though. It's the 4th of January today, and I came up to visit Sally on the 23rd of December. I think it's the longest time we've spent together, and it's been wonderful. We've both really enjoyed it. The weather has been pretty awful. We've had some sun, but not a lot. Mainly it's been wet, cold, dismal, that sort of thing. Today is a bit drier, so that's why we've popped out.
Take that camera off of me.
Take that camera off of you?
Yeah.
Sally's still not sure about being filmed, but I'm doing my best. It's interesting because so many viewers like Sally engaging and are hoping that she will engage more, and I'm sure she will. Thank you, my dear. We're just on our way to the co-op now. There's a little bit of a queue. There's a barber's there.
I'm holding your camera.
We're just turning into the co-op now. Where would we be without the co-op, eh? Look at that, a parking space just for you.
Yep. Come back. One more, because it comes handy for moving.
Oh. Trapped.
going in the co-op before, haven't you?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, but you have.
Have you looked up?
Yeah.
This is our day out visiting the co-op.
Bread, milk and hot tea. 12th of January, that's fine, isn't it? Oh, look, 2 chicken tikkas. That's it then, isn't it?
I think so, yeah. We've just done our shopping in the co-op. Thank you for that. Let's get that in there.
What do you like? Cup of tea.
Nice cup of tea. I think we could both do with a nice cup of tea.
Oh.
All that remains for me to do and say, and Sally joins me in this, although she's not with me, is to wish you all a happy, healthy and a prosperous new year. I hope you all do well this year. Look after yourselves, your friends and families. Take the utmost care in whatever you're doing. Until next time, bye for now. Bye everyone. Take care.